But I've had tons of video ideas that I thought were going to be great, but they weren't marketable. They weren't something that people are going to buy, so to speak. And so in recent years, if I go through my little checklist and it doesn't meet the criteria, I'm like, all right, I can't do that.
Yeah, because you want your return on investment, like your business. So
yeah,
depending, if you spend X amount on your video, you expect to make more from revenue behind an affiliate.
I have to.
What's roughly, like, how much does a video roughly cost in average once you factor, the salaries of your editor and community manager and the cost of making the video itself? Like, I watched one of your videos, for example, yesterday. You built like a wooden, like an A-frame structure to jump. This obviously is not super expensive because just wood, but it's still,
I would say I'd have to kind of do some calculations to really where I probably should know this, but I look at not only am I looking at revenue from each individual video, but old videos that have been up for years that are now going to get put in the suggested and everything. But it's an astonishingly small amount it takes me to produce a video when you consider how much it normally costs to produce a video. Like if you were to go to a video producer and say, you're out $60,000 right then and there. Like if you're going to do a high production video, I probably end up getting away with it for $4,000 to $5,000 per video, I would say.
Okay.
If you factor in my time and salaries and everything like that, like what it takes to feed the machine per video. That's just off the top of my head, though. Could be more, could be less.
Yeah. And obviously each video is different.
Yes.
This one, you've flown to Whistler, stayed in Whistler.
This one, the cost is a lot higher.
Exactly. Yeah. The one, but it doesn't mean that they're going to perform better also. Sometimes like simple videos sorry, I've got the dog barking at the same time. But sometimes videos that you do in your workshop that are done maybe more efficiently.
Yes.
You don't have to travel. You don't have to buy an expensive product. You actually just review something. It's $20. Might get a greater number of views and therefore better return.
Absolutely. But then sometimes I'm sitting in my workshop just talking about something like press the valves, and I have to sit there 3 days doing research and writing a script and fact checking it. And then there's maybe a little bit more editing time and everything on that. And I have to, spend half a day trying to get a thumbnail together and, 10 different thumbnails and trying to choose between the one I'm going to use. That time gets factored in too. But yes, when there's traveling involved, when we're building something, when I'm buying some expensive, hubless Kickstarter bicycle, that ends up costing more for sure.
And right now, like, what's your schedule in terms of videos? Like, how many videos do you push out per month?
I'm putting out one video per week between both channels. So 1 week it'll be Burn Peak Express, the other one it'll be Burn Peak. For over a year, we've done that without missing a week. It's almost about a year and a half now. We've been doing that. We've been sticking to that schedule. It's been working, and so I don't think it's going to change in the foreseeable future. That's a pace that I can stay at and still
maintain,
yeah. And then I can also get a couple of videos ahead so that I can take a week off with my family or whatever, or do something that I'm obligated to do. I'm really in the best spot I've ever been in terms of that. But the content has definitely shifted more towards almost like mini documentaries on things. There's definitely been less of the adventure. I'm going to have 3 adventure videos coming out of this trip, so that's nice. But I've had to change what I'm doing to make it like that. But that's what it looks like now. It looks like 1 video per month on each channel. The channels seem very similar, but they actually cater to slightly different audiences. Burn Peak Express skews younger. It's more about products and it's more about dumb equipment tests. So if I'm testing a Walmart bike, if I'm going to see what happens if I put slick tires on my mountain bike, that's Burn Peak Express.
Okay.
When there's something higher production, serious, more like a documentary or like a personal experience, that goes on the main channel, Burn Peak.
And that audience is a little bit older, more mature.
Slightly. Yeah, that one skews more like 25 to 45, and then Berm Peak like almost equally 25 to 45, like that kind of area, the bell curve. And on Berm Peak Express, it's more like 18 to 25.
Okay.
So they seem to be more interested in the product reviews and kind of more